or the camera
Okay.
stuff. So
So we
COVID.
started right around, we opened the doors, COVID hit, and so I had to come up with a different solution. And that's where we came and started doing the wine soaked cheeses. And I went winery to winery to winery to winery, and I was like, I gave them my products, I gave them some ideas. We make feta, and Fox Meadow Winery stuck with us through thick and thin. We had some wineries donate bottles of wine so that we could just make some really good cheeses so that we had something to sell people. Farmers markets were shut down for, like everything, all our avenues on year one were just taken from us. So thankfully my husband was able to supplement us with his income. And so year two comes around, people are still hunkering down. Year three it starts to open up. People are ready to get out, like everybody's ready to spend money and be out there. And then now we are hit with a recession, and now it's this and that. So the getting it in front of people was the hardest part.
Yeah.
I went from being in 2 farmers markets. This year I'll be in 10. And that's in Loudoun County, Fairfax County, Fauquier County, and Warren County, and Frederick County.
Wonderful.
So I'm very excited. We have a lot of opportunities opening, and I've been approached by a couple of places in DC, but that's, we're not there yet. And my dream is to do something similar, is to have a destination where people can come out and experience the cheese, experience the goats, and have some things to see and do and learn.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's where, for me as a person who I produce honey, but education I think is more important, because anybody can sell a product, but it's your passion and your knowledge, and you don't know who's going to come to your table and actually look at it and be like, wow, I could do this, or I could choose something a little bit better, and purchase locally than getting something from the store.
Exactly.
But I'm a huge fan of just planting seeds and just making the connection. And having a destination, sharing the goats, sharing your passion, that builds a better, stronger foundation.
Yeah.
So especially for a business, especially because you're doing a lot of work. And, you've grown rather
exponentially.
Yeah, you have
over the years.
and organically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the best way. I mean, it really is, but there comes a point where farms just really can't break down the barrier.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important, and that's what the table is about, because we've got a lot of growers that just need to connect, producers of whatever product, the goat cheese, the microgreens, the lettuces, the produce, the winter. We have producers that actually produce in the winter from greenhouses, but you don't know where they're at. We have struggled to find root vegetables.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure there is a lot of places, just like me, I didn't know you existed.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk to you. Ratana's going to talk to you about getting some cheeses, and there'll be other people that watch this video that are also going to connect with you about getting your products. And what a blessing this table is, because it's everybody supporting everybody. It's you supporting us, it's us supporting you, and then it's the consumers that come to the table, that also are going to support you. So, and they have all been so amazing when they found out, like, yay, I got picked, and it's just so pleasing to me to hear their responses. I got a text this morning from somebody who said, I actually won the lottery.
No, that's so sweet.
I think I'm most excited about them coming and trying something new.
Right.
Maybe they've
Right.
never had goat cheese, or what else are we getting? The oyster mushrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm most excited about people coming and trying something new.
My favorite part is when people hate goat cheese.
Yeah.
Or they've never had it, and they're like, I don't want it, I don't like it. And I was like, but you haven't had mine. And then they taste it, and 9 times out of 10, their minds are changed.
So what is your goat cheese best served with?
It depends on the flavor.
Oh.
So the garlic, I personally like it on our steak. We put it on our burgers. Red meat, it goes really well with. I've even done like,
That just
yeah, I've done stuffed mushrooms with them. The chive and onion, I like it on white meat. I put it on chicken. I've done stuffed chicken
I thought she was
thighs.
just gonna be like crackers.
No.
Did you
So,
see that? I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Stop the film.
So that's one of my goals too.
I gotta go
is-
get a steak.
Kaylee's been on me about getting it in writing and
So
getting
what's
my
the
ideas.
steak? Which one's
Yeah.
the steak?
The garlic.
Garlic,
Yeah.
Oh.
One of my, I've been working on her, and I'm going to. We're going to
We're
do
gonna
this. You know
get
what
it.
I'm going to do? I'm literally going to give you this template. I'm going to build this template for you.
She knows I'm bad about it. She'll be like, okay, here, do this, and
We need a
I'm doing
booklet
all
on
the moving
goat cheese
Right?
parts.
recipes.
So that is what I have been. I'm like, let's help. Like this. Okay, personal friend talk.
Yes,
Personal
yes.
friend talk. Because I'm that type of person that I'm gonna be like, I see something, I'm gonna say it.
Right,
And like
yeah.
I see it, and I'm like, that would be so smart.
Yeah.
So I had asked if she could put together an ebook.
Yeah.
and she was so
where-
sweet about it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna give her the template, and you're just gonna plug and play.
Yeah.
But because not
That's what I
everybody knows how to eat goat cheese, I didn't even think about the chive and onion and on a steak.
Well, I didn't think about on steak.
I didn't think about
on
the
a chicken.
mushrooms.
Yes.
We have a few people that can't have, they have the tick-borne disease that can't have the red meat and have responded.
So a lot of
we're
them-
going to have to do organic chicken. So I may use the cheese because that would be a really nice.
Well, they can't have dairy either. Anything that comes from a mammal, they can't
Yeah,
have.
so you're
Oh.
right.
So that's
Well,
that's
she
something.
said she could have chicken.
Everybody's a little bit different.
Chicken is you can do poultry
Chicken,
with
yeah.
the alpha gal. You can do poultry. You can do emu, but you can't have.
Yeah.
Oh,
can't-
so
you
they
Can't
couldn't
have no.
It's
no
very
mammal.
sad what that has done because she said steak's her favorite
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
and she can never have it again.
So I take our dill flavored one and I put it on fish. I do that one as well.
What? Did you hear it?
What? To have
Goat cheese every day next week.
So
I
you're
was, I know, right?
So I'm gonna start. Yes, we
So-
need a book.
So we went to a baby shower and they served us a bagel with cream cheese and smoked salmon on it. And I was like, well, what if I take this and I change the base for like something gluten-free if people have a sensitivity, and then put our cheese on it, put the smoked salmon on it, and then just kind of drizzle something on it, whether it's, depending on the flavor, you're gonna, you can do a balsamic, you can do, all kinds of options. And my husband and I have been eating charcuterie almost every night because we're just
Yeah.
like playing with these
Yeah.
different things, and it's so good.
Can we play? Like, can we
Yeah,
do, like-
yeah, absolutely.
We can try.
Yeah, absolutely. I should have brought it. I thought about it. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
No, I think
that's amazing.
Delicious. I am.
So yeah, the honey pecan, another recipe you can use on roasted beets.
Yeah.
Some people do that where they just put it on their beets, or you can put it in your salad. People put it on their pasta or in like a curry soup. But I just dip apples
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the orchard.
And amazing.
Yeah.
I've done dates with the honey pecan, like sliced open a date and put that in
Yeah.
there, and then kind of heated it up to make it like ooey and goo.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
So
Yeah.
I have
Y'all are
lots of
giving me some
ideas.
I
So
know.
the charcuterie
We need
board is
all the
going to be the
ideas.
first course.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be baking some unleavened bread that's
Okay.
going to go with it. And I'm going to crisp it in the wood fire.
That would be perfect.
And we're going to do two kinds, and I may put some dates now that
Yeah.
you've done put that in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank y'all. I'm going to be
Figs
adding
go really
chicken
well with
and
it.
beets, and they're going to be like, is this the meal?
Figs go really well with the honey.
Figs.
So if you can get a
and
hold
the
of fresh
figs.
figs.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Figs are hard to get fresh. Now you can get the dried figs
Yeah.
and you can reconstitute them with a little bit of water and then slice them because we use them for our flatbreads.
Yeah.
So I'm
Which
actually
is my favorite.
after here I'm heading to Richmond, and I have a friend of mine giving me a bunch of cuttings of figs. So we hope to be able to add some to.
Oh, wonderful.
Because
see,
you're right,
there's another
sourcing
farm.
it is just
Yeah.
so hard. There's a community on Facebook called, I think it's like DMV Fig Growers or something like that, and all across our area people have just fig trees in their backyards.
Yeah.
Cold hardy.
Yeah.
And
which I think is the turkey.
The turkey brown,
The
I
turkey
think,
brown
yeah.
is the fig that survives out here.
yeah. So there's actually a couple more. I think the Chicago Hardy also does
Yeah,
it
yeah,
up
I
here.
agree.
But yeah, they go really well with
Wow.
goat cheese.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much.
That's what this is all
Yeah,
about, right? I mean,
absolutely.
I'm learning, like,
We're all ready to go have
I know,
a
right? I have some pretzels in the car that we can bring out, and then you guys can.
Well, all of our
dig in.
viewers are going to stop this and go cook.
Yeah.
now.
I know. Everybody's
But
But only with mine.
yeah, right.
Now, what is the best way? I'm going to add in like your contact information. So first off, before I say that, is there any other questions that anybody wants?
Want to look at your list, maybe?
Oh yeah, probably. Probably. That would be probably good. We talked about challenges.
Did we hit them all?
No, not really. But that's okay. This is good though.
Yeah,
Like, this
yeah.
is what we talked about how.
Maybe like, what if somebody wants to get started on their own? Like,
Go
where
ahead.
should they-
Okay.
Oh, me?
Do it.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, me."
You gotta do it. Do
Go
it.
ahead. You're great.
All right. All right. Well, if somebody wanted to get started on their own, where would you say they should start? Craigslist?
Yeah.
I was on there yesterday looking
I
for
know,
chickens.
right?
I haven't used it in so long. I'm going to go get it now. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
so that's my thing, because I started here way a long time ago. We moved from Fairfax, and so Craigslist was really word of mouth, and growing organically around here is really your only option. I
Right.
mean, now it's a little bit better, but when we first moved out here, it was either word of mouth or Craigslist.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
But now
yeah.
you have all these other avenues, Instagram,
Right.
Facebook, and so hopefully that keeps you busy. But
Yeah.
yeah, Craigslist. Who talks about
Craigslist.
Craigslist?
I know, right? You're welcome. I'm bringing you back.
MySpace would be. Pretty
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that's a flash.
So pretty much they need to check with their local state regulations, because every state has different rules on cheese and dairy and what's allowed and what's not allowed, how much, if it has to be pasteurized or not. And then just follow the list of how you can, no, are you asking for, had to come out?
You're good.
To be able to resell to the public, the requirements are different than if we want to do it for just off the farm sales and private sales. Virginia has just changed the laws that I can sell raw milk and raw milk products off the farm. At farmers markets, I can sell pet use raw, any product. Each state is different, each county is different, so